Hey Heritage Landing, Elisa Cromaldi here again to help you get vocal about social. And in this episode, we are going to talk more money talk, but this time it's going to be about the bottom line. So how do all of these changes affect your bottom line? Now, as I mentioned before, many of you watching these videos don't care about the property values, think it doesn't affect you. Maybe it's going to affect your heirs. Whatever the case may be, you might have an apathetic attitude and say, this is great, but, I'm out. I got other things to do. But before you do that, watch this video. So I want to talk to you about your association fees, right? This is very important because you may or may not remember whenever you first purchased your home here at Heritage Landing, you got hit with 2 fees on your closing statement. You got one for $1,500 to the Heritage Landing Master Association, one for $1,500 to the Heritage Landing Golf Club. So that was the capital contribution. Or every time that a property turns over, meaning a resale, every time that it sells again to the next person, then that new buyer is paying those 2 fees again. And that's a capital resale contribution. Why is this important? Because if you have all these listings with golf, right, that aren't selling because everybody's coming over here to buy the social, right, then what does that mean? All these people that are buying the social, so it's the same number of buyers, let's say, these people that are buying social are only paying one contribution, which is to the Heritage Landing Master Association. They are not paying that second one to the Heritage Landing Golf Club. So what does that mean? That money's not going into the kitty for our golf dues. So if you've got all these units, let's say you have 10 properties that sell in January. They close in January, $1,500 a piece. That's $15,000 into the kitty. Now keep multiplying that. Like how many units turn over every year within Heritage Landing? So that turns out to be a big chunk that gets applied towards the operating cost of the golf club, which helps keep our dues low, right? We're under $2,000 a year right now for our annual golf dues, which is crazy low compared to that, let's say $8,000 that they're charging at Sunseeker per year, or $10,000 in Gateway, like wherever it is. Typically a private club has much, much higher fees. And, this is one of the ways that the economics work within a bundle golf community. So your capital contribution, or not yours, the new buyer's capital contribution gets applied towards the total operating cost, and then that helps keeps your fees low. So if the golf properties are not selling, right, if all these people are buying the non-golf properties, then these properties aren't turning over. That's less money going into the association fees, which means you're going to be paying more year over year, right? So for those of you who think you don't care, it doesn't matter, it's not going to affect you, it absolutely is. So please do your part. Be sure to educate everybody. And if you have any questions, don't forget to always ask for Elisa.